Today, we're working on the XRT. If you've been following the build series, you already know that this thing is fully built. However, when you put a bunch of brand new parts into a truck, you need to test it. You need to dial it in. So that's kind of what today is we took it out for like half a battery and we've been tuning it. So we're gonna fix some of the issues we've been having and then we're gonna go test it again. So stay tuned. One of the issues is the diffs in this thing. So the last time we drove it, it didn't have the best handling because the diff fluids were a little too light. And so essentially we're going to take out the diffs and rebuild them with some fresh fluids, which is a super pain in the butt to do, but it's worth it because the vehicle actually needs to drive well. So if you're interested in some of the weights that we're using, that's what we're going to do today, as well as talk a little bit about our gearing and suspension. We're just dialing it all in today. On top of, we've been testing out the new RX Box and button mount. Lots to do today, so let's get it. This is the front, rear, and center diff. Stock fluids are 10 and 30, which means it's pretty loose in the wheels, right? Especially when you have a 20 million weight fluid, which gives a more four-wheel drive effect. And I want them to spin a little bit more at similar speeds, which is like locking up the rear and the front a bit. So we're gonna go from 10 to 60, okay? And we're gonna go from 30 to 80. That being said, the real reason why I'm pulling these things apart is because I needed to desperately shim the inside of these. I had to put, I think it was about 4 or 5 of these shims on the inside there because the mesh wasn't very good. The tighter the mesh, the longer your gears will last. It'll be more of a wear thing than a break thing. So one of the things we did was go to the GPM spur gear. This is a 35 tooth mod 1.5, so it matches the Vitavon mod 1.5. But on the Vitavon spur gear, they actually had a smaller set screw, which made it very difficult to hold on tight to this ring, as well as they didn't provide a spacer in the Vitavon option, even though the shaft would be the same and the support bearing would be the same. So we went with the GPM gear and rod system. But because I already had the gears, this is Vitavon and this is Vitavon. But if you guys are going to upgrade, I would say this system, you'd probably want to stick with the GPM gears, okay? And red Loctite is the solution for this combo. I don't know, red Loctite scares a lot of people away, but we had so many problems just in testing, trying to keep these gears to stay on. So red Loctite has solved that at a 24 tooth to 35 tooth. You could even debatably step down a hair with that much power in it. Maybe like a 21 tooth or something like that. But this is what we're playing with now because previously I was at a 30 tooth. So we've already stepped down a bit. That was our first issue. And then our second issue has been fluids. And our third issue has been the hub. So initially I did the video with the standard Traxxas hubs, front and rear. But we're going to go with the Vitavon ones instead. Now, 2 reasons. You get a bigger bearing, which is nice. I prefer the billet look that they provide. But found out that if you want to try these nice chopper wheels from JConcepts, beautiful, beautiful build. When the hub actually goes on here, it doesn't seat properly because of this ridge right here, whereas this one clears it. You can almost see it. It clears the ridge, and therefore you can actually use these upgraded wheels. In this situation, you can only use Traxxas wheels. So if that's all you're doing, no problem. As much as I like these wheels, literally within, you know, maybe a quarter battery, these are already starting to split and crack. And even the tire wear is quite ridiculous for literally not even running a battery pack through it. These are the non-belted versions, so the belted version might be a bit better. But after using a lot of the JConcepts products on a lot of my trucks right now, I'm just way more happy with this. I just got to solve the hex mount issue. So that's what we're gonna do on the fronts. The rear is fine because it doesn't have any clearance issues. It's just the fronts, but of course it comes in the set. So we're also gonna do the rears because why not? So the one other thing that I've been working on is getting the buttonholes and the lid to sit properly. So instead of having these two separate, just because of the way I had to print this because of the overhangs, I've now redesigned it to fit so that it's a singular piece, which provides more strength. And then I've also thickened it up so that it actually, upon impact, has greater impact strength. The fitment of this is amazing. Fits really great in the truck, and the design for the cable and antenna I'm very, very happy with. So we're actually gonna get these printing as I finish this build, and hopefully by the time I have the discs back together, we'll have a brand new version to put into here. So these are sort of some of the details that maybe I wish I knew when I was building, so that do it once and done rather than having to redo it. So let's get it. These on. Boom, that's ready to rock. Now let's have a look at this. Alright. And this is done as well. Now I think this is the ESC plate, so together, there you go. Got some KUDRA parts. Upgraded switch mount. Everything's looking a lot more rock solid, which I'm happy about. So all right.
Why is that funny? I don't even know why that's funny.
Okay, where's my remote? Here's your remote.
This, you know this one's mine, clearly.
Yeah. We're almost there. Well, these ones don't even come with adapters, so you definitely need an adapter. I gave you.
Your mom's got a better ring.
So as you can see, you take the wheel off and it's got blocks so that it stops it at certain points. Otherwise, you'll totally ruin your wheel, which
Don't do that.
I don't have any experience with, but and then you just stick that on there. It goes on the square part and locks on there. It's fucking
in there.
And there is a new remote, which matches the XRT, which is pretty dope. And of course you can get a wide range, like there's so many cool ones. You know, the blue one.
Ooh, I like that. The blue?
Yeah, the blue one's sick. Let's go test out the XRT.
Let's get it. Do you have a jump we can set up down here?
I would, dude. All right. Here we go. Let's see if we break this. Is that just now? I mean, maybe I just didn't see it from before. You see that?
Okay, I'll hold it up. Can you see it in the camera? Look how bent that drive shaft. That's a Vitavon drive shaft.
Oh my God.
Huh. Yeah, well.
Just so much power. Holy sh! Yes, dude. Wow, dude. This thing at full throttle would be scary. Oh, I like it.
This thing is a handful.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. Oh, there goes the tire. We called it though, we called it. Hell yeah. Let's burn that tire. Jesus Christ. Do that, dude. Hey. Oh my God.
My thoughts?
Yeah.
It needs new tires.
Well, we knew that. My name's KUDRA. Oh, the suspension's nice. Yo, that looks like a ball.
Oh, it feels good to drive.
See?
It lands relatively smoothly.
Yeah,
too.
exactly. Wow, dude. Wow. Wow. Pull. Awesome. Slap that shit. Ooh, that was nice. Uh-oh. What was that?
It's like something's tighter though. Maybe when the motor came unplugged or something. The motor, look at that. See the motor's on the wheel now.
Huh.
Did this mount break?
No, but that's supposed to be tighter. That's kind of hard to get to though.
That's really
I mean, that's the whole point of having that like back brace, which all the trucks that it comes with don't have this back brace, which is why you have to push the ESC so far forward.
Yeah.
Well, the rear motor mount I didn't tighten down enough, so my fault. But otherwise, she's driving really well. There's a little bit of like a lag, almost like there's a connection issue, but we think maybe it's this bullet here not making a good connection, so we're gonna splay that out a little bit more.
Oh, like when you loosened it?
Yeah.
Is it just the one screw that holds it?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of extra screw holes. You should put a bunch of screws in there.
Probably a good idea now.
Yeah.
That feels kind of nice. See, I gotta communicate that through the video.
How sick these tires are?
Yeah.
Well, they're sick.
Because that's exactly what it is. It's like, oh, fuck. You see it in the air and you see how much control it has. You see how it drives. You're like, that is so sick. It has a lot of grip. but then it still slides, and you're like, well, that's exactly what I want.
That's literally what I need.
And they look sick, and like they're built well.
Are they actual bead locks?
Yeah.
Here.
Woo!
Whoa. Oh, that was smooth. That was real nice. Nice. Here we go. Woo! Wow. Oh. Oh. That was actually so high. Well, I don't think it was spinning the front. Have a look at it again.
Yeah,
Pull the body off.
it wasn't spinning at all. Not the rear, because that's good.
It's because it's not spinning the front. The only connection between the front and the rear is the same. Oh, the pin in this. Good. So hold on. I'm gonna put the pin.
Yeah. Just that.
The pin is missing, see? It's literally just the pin in that drive shaft. Yeah, see, it's missing the pin.
Oh, so then it's just the pin.
It might just be the pin in the drive shaft. You might be lucky.
Okay. Well, I'm not too mad at that, I guess. Axle shaft pin, which is an M2C pin, which is surprising, so we'll have to figure that out. Probably a whole new shaft. The motor mount needs a few more bolts, so it only came with one bolt, but we're gonna put 2 or 3 bolts in there so that it doesn't collapse. Yeah, the plastic pin retainer came out to hold the front control arm, which, I don't know, they're like tiny ass screws, so I guess that's a thing. And then we bent a Vitavon drive shaft, which is interesting, so.
Oh yeah, that was from last night.
Yeah, we bent that, so I'll just hammer that back straight, but everything else is working pretty good.
Yeah. Those KUDRA ESC mounts are pretty fire.
KUDRA ESC mounts.
Link in the
Fire.
description.
Link in the description. The sun's out, shades are on, homies are f***ing driving RCs. Nothing better than a day like today. Although if the shit didn't break. Sunday!